Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. I have returning with me Bianca.
Hiya, hiya.
And today we're wrapping up our Green Arrows three-parters. We go over Brad Meltzer's and six issue arc of his Green Arrow run called The Archer's Quest. Now the interesting about this, he actually came up with an interesting. He heard of an interesting concept that inspired his idea. Have you ever heard of a porn buddy?
What the frick?
It's basically someone you would trust with your life. That when you died, they would sneak in your house and take out your porn stash so no one would find it.
Oh,
It's
it's like
something
that
similar.
meme of, yeah, my gosh, delete my history for me.
Basically, it's like that. In this case, it was the whole idea was for Oliver to have someone he trusted to keep his identity a secret, so no one would accidentally find it. So no one would know that he was Oliver Queen. It would cover up all of his tracks and everything. Well, that's the idea of this arc came from. And we open up right away with like, I was dead. I came back to life. So who was there? And come on, Ollie, it's not important who was there. Really, Clark? So you're telling me you didn't ask who was at yours? That's what I thought. So he's asking who was at his memorial. You mean the public memorial? I don't care what the costume and where the costume was buried. I was buried here. Dinah set up the service. Now who was there? Well, obviously Dinah. That I know. She and Rory told me they spoke. I want to know who else. I don't know. Wally, Diana, Jean, them I expect. Arthur, Ray, even Snapper. Most of the league was there. Do you have any photos? Photos? Of course I don't have any photos. He's always been a terrible liar. Doesn't have it in him. I was once a well-known millionaire, Clark. You're telling me the paparazzi didn't send anyone? Hand him over. I can take it. As he looks over, he sees so many of them, but there's one person that shouldn't be there. Someone he doesn't recognize at first. Like, any idea who that is? I don't know him. You don't know him? Not a chance. You sure? This is a private ceremony, Clark. I know every single person there except this guy. Maybe he's a former employee, someone from the old Queen Fund. Come on, look at the guy's reaction. Does he look like someone who's mourning? If it makes you feel any better, he's nowhere in a 20-mile radius. Sometimes you're real creepy, you know? Shh, did you hear that? Hear what? 27.3 miles away, a 147-pound woman tripped on a red plastic squeaky toy and smashed her head on the corner of an antique glass coffee table. Really? Actually, no, but there is an earthquake in Ecuador.
What the heck?
I want to hate him, but he doesn't make it easy. I should fly. But just so you know, it really is great to have you back, Ollie. Yeah, get out of my face. Listen, if you need any help with I'll be fine, Big Blue. Go save the world. Of course, some things never change. Just do me a favor, Ollie. When you track this guy down, keep it clean. and hello. Anyone there? This is Oracle. Oracle, this is Ollie. Ollie? Ollie? The one and only. Ain't you surprised? I find info for a living old man, and I find info for a living old man. I knew you were back 15 minutes after you first hit the street. Now, what are you doing on Dinah's line? She left her earring on my kitchen table. Don't lie, Oliver. That microphone was on all night. I heard everything. Trick arrows my rear end. You serious? Jeez, Ollie, Clark was right. You have gotten gullible in your old age. Listen, you gonna help me or not? Just tell me what you need. Explains it all, and she finds out she's looking into it. So he's spending up most of the night trying to deal with it all. Ollie, it's Barbara. I've got the ID. The guy's name is Thomas Blake. Catman! Now, this is before Gail Simone made him a badass.
I thought you were going to say bisexual.
Well, that too. And chink, what's that noise? Just sharpening arrows. These things don't grow on trees, you know. For a rich guy, Queen, you're such a cheap burp. But once he finds out it's Catman, cuts his finger. God damn! What's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. So, Catman. Like, some big question is, why was Catman at his funeral? So,
Why are you bleeding so much?
I don't realize that. He saw all my family, my friends. He saw Dinah. Ollie, he saw Clark. You have any idea what he could do with that information? Just tell me how to find him. You're telling me you can't find someone in witness protection? And I'm basically saying this is Amanda Waller big. because he basically was putting them in witness protection because he snitched on Monsieur Mala, the big ape that was with um the brain from Doom Patrol. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, so basically he meets up with Roy. I love it. Like, open the door, genius. What are you doing? I told you not to come. Yeah, well, you also called me up in the middle of the night, yelled me out of bed, then asked me to find Campman by calling in every last favor I had since the day I left Checkmate. By the way, nice to see you too. I'm telling you, it really is nothing. Do I still look 13 to you? 13?
Yes.
Ha, nice one. Ollie, we all wear our masks, and the moment you start making jokes is the exact same moment you're officially nervous. Trust me, you need more than just what's in this file. Bring your good sneakers and my lucky underwear. So yeah, they make their way over there, even gives them a mask. A mask? Keep your voice down. If Mia even sees it, she'll jump in the bathtub and start calling herself Aqualad. Why do I need a mask? Trust me, you need it. You saying you don't like my sunglasses? The 80s are over, Speedy. Welcome to the future. Did you just call me Speedy? Come on. Not like I'm asking you to wear the hat. Do your old man a favor and put it on. It'll make you feel young again. Younger than you felt in a long time. So they go up there and meet for to find Catman and everything. Like, it's impossible. He's got dogs. Catman has dogs.
That is a disgrace.
Don't move, son of a. You. They both say you missed. Get out of my house, Queen. You're watching TV in your old costume. You have any idea how sad it is? Not as sad, not half as sad as owning those dogs. Why were you at my funeral? What are you talking about? Basically tries to, pull on it to make him feel the pain. Why were you there? In the bag, looks into it. Funeral instructions. I don't believe it. He said you knew. Oh, who doesn't love a dramatic entrance? Nice to see you again, Oliver. It's been far too long. The Shade.
Oh, I noticed him
From
from
Stargirl.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about this first issue so far?
This was the first issue. I felt like it was 3 issues. I'm losing concept of time.
But yeah, don't move. Put away your toys, Mr. Harper. Oliver, would you like to handle it, or should I? What are you doing? This wasn't part of our deal. Pleasure to see you too, Mr. Queed. I'm serious. You were supposed to handle this personally. I trusted you. I did my part, Oliver, to the best of my ability. Are you kidding? You hired a third party and a fourth-rate schlock villain at that. First of all, despite his unfortunate appearance and overdone variation on a scene, I know Thomas Blake to be trustworthy. He's an incredible and backcard player, too, I might add. He beat the gambler, and the gambler cheats. Are you even listening? The whole point was to protect my friends. By bringing him in, don't talk to me about the funeral. I look terrible in black. And I'm sure Jay Garrick would have been thrilled to see me. Enough! Now, would someone please tell me what's going on? You promised me, Shade. Don't fear, Oliver. I didn't let you down. You have to understand, Roy. It was a safety net to protect you and Dinah and just what the hell and just tell me what you did. Go ahead, Oliver. The boy should know. Don't call me boy. Oh my, still an issue for you, isn't it? Shade, leave him alone. It actually started with Barry. When he died, we all lost a friend, but Hal lost a brother. It was Hal's idea to gather all Barry's keepsakes, not just to honor him, but to protect his identity and those closer to him. Unlike Barry, though, we weren't fast enough. The museum opened the newest exhibit 6 months later, and the whole world knew. Take it from me, that's the real reason Wally went public. And then there was Hal. With him, it was different. I went right to his place when it happened. After what went on with Barry, I was prepared. Hal and I even spoke about it. If everything went public, they'd be safe. Hey, no one wants to talk about it, but it's a reality of the job. Someone needs to play cleanup. After that, I approached Shade. You're kidding me, right? To be fair, I thought the same thing, Mr. Harper. So after everything that's why you trusted and who you trusted to take care of your stuff? Shade? Why not mask me or Canary or even Batman? Answer me, Ollie. Batman's going to die, Roy. He refuses to believe it, but it's true. So will you. Don't take it personal. It's the truth. If you want to find someone who's going to survive you, pick an immortal. But this is the shade. It's shade. He robs banks. He was in the Injustice Society. He has lived for more than a century. I'm not talking to you. Oh, but you are, Mr. Harper. And I think you of all people should appreciate that we are all of us capable of change. What's that supposed to mean? You swap a monkey on your back for that chip on your shoulder, and while you prefer to see the world in black and white, Oliver here realizes there are a few more grays of shade. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Roy, save it later. Shade, if you put any of my family or friends at risk by hiring this fat piece up, don't worry, Oliver. Your family and friends can take care of themselves. Just showing a little bit of stuff with Dinah. But it's like, I try, and thank you for trusting me. After what you did for me in Midway, I'd never think twice. So were you at least able to track everything down? Mostly. What do you mean mostly? The cave and the car. Are you serious? Those were... I apologize. I did my best. If you did, you would have found them. The cave was a wreck, Oliver. Not everything was where you left it. Indeed, the Howard Hill bow was given by Dinah to Connor. I assume you didn't want me to take it back. He's right about that. So you find everything else? What? What else didn't you get? I told you when you first asked, Oliver. Anything with the League or the Fat Flash Museum, no thank you. What? You made a promise. You're not listening. The League, no thank you. Not even for you. I tried, my friend, but if you want your last few sentimentals, you'll have to retrieve them yourself. Like, listen, I'm sorry about before. I understand. I'm not sure you do. Ollie, when I finally go to that Titan's Tower in the sky, the last thing I want to worry about is some Cobra fanatic sneaking into my daughter's room and putting a bullet in her brain. You still could have trusted me, but believe me, I know where you're coming from. You're a good man, Roy Harper. So where do we go now? You kidding? Our easiest object first. Speed Arsenal to the Arrow Cave. So they make their way down there to the old Arrow Cave. Remember when, like it was yesterday. What about when I do it again in a heartbeat. 10 paces, wouldn't miss it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They both shoot the arrows, but a little bit off. You're taller than you used to be, or you're shrinking, old man. Think that's funny, don't you? Actually, I think it's hysterical. But they're looking for it. Uh-oh, Grundy! Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, we don't need to see this. This was actually setting up Judd Winnick's run, among others, because, doing that Secret Origins. Oh, look at that cover.
That's a pretty cool cover.
Grundy is strongest there is. Grundy break, Arrow Man. Not on your best day, pal. They just keep shooting all these arrows at him. Uh-oh. Not the car. Catch, Arrow Man. But yeah, uh-oh. Breaks his arrow. Until, uh-oh, he's going for Roy. So what does he do? Goes at him and just stabs two, it's going with the two arrows. Catch Gruesome, goes in high, gets him in the foot, knocks him over, and then strangles him. Given how he's a zombie, it's okay to kill him. The cave's destroyed. There's no way to find... Wait. And he finds, when he joined the Justice League, his certificate. That was a quick one because it was mostly action.
Yeah.
But But yeah, then we see then they're making their way in still for a transporter to go up to the satellite. Turn that a Star City transporter. So nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you too. He changed his outfit by this time. Can I ask you a question? Why do you give me such a hard time? What are you talking about? The way you look at me, the way you stare me down. Kid, I got no problem with you. You do, though, Mr. Queen. I know you do. It's like you're shaking your head, amazed they gave me the job. Am I wrong? You wouldn't understand. You sure about that? You sure you know everything about me? Listen, I didn't mean. They stuffed my girlfriend in a refrigerator, snapped her neck, crumbled her up, and stuffed her dead body in my fridge. That was my first month. I'm sorry. I don't want your pity, Mr. Queen. It's just a point. I haven't even walked in your shoes. You haven't walked in mine. I'm not asking you to be hell. Everyone keeps saying it, but no one means it. I'm not sure you heard what I said. Kyle, it's like someone showing up at your house on Halloween dressed as your dead best friend. And that's it. That's it? That's it. Can I ask you one last question, if it'll make you feel better? What was the thing with the boxing glove? Excuse me? Back in the day. Why all the boxing gloves? The fights. We love the fights. Ringside seats. I should take you sometime. That'd be great, Mr. Queen. How about Ollie? Let's start with Ollie. Thanks. Anytime. Now, is John around? I'm supposed to drop something off for him. Straight there, first right, after the trophy room. Thanks, Johnny. See you later. All done? All done. By the way, you seen Zatanna lately? She's looking nice. Yep. Too bad she's old enough to be my mom. That hurt, kid. That physically hurt. See you later, kid. So, did you have a nice talk with Ollie? Oliver? Oliver was here? Wasn't he just with you? Oh, was he find out he wasn't? That old lying son of a... Gotta keep him on their tiptoes. Can't believe you lied to him like that. Oh, please, I was testing the kid out. Did he pass? He's close. Well, and yeah, it still doesn't make any sense. This isn't Mission Impossible. These are your friends you're dealing with. Friends change. Remember that, Roy. Our family's forever. Besides, this is important stuff. And he soon finds his diamond-tipped arrow. Only one he ever made. Cost more than the arrow car. And that's a reference to when he first joined the league. Funny, I always picture it was bigger than that. Artist renditions, they always exaggerate. I know, but when I see it this close, it's no bigger than an engagement ring. Oh God, you're not gonna. Like I said, Junior, let a man have his privacy. I don't believe it. Don't rent your tux just yet, kid. Now let's go and get going. The next stop won't be easy, not unless we're fast. To which they go to the Flash Museum. This isn't funny. Are you trying to intimidate me? Did you really think Kyle wouldn't call me? I know what you did with the arrows. You're not doing it here. Sorry to hear that, son. Are you listening? I know it's impossible, Ollie. Time to call it a day. I wait him out for an hour. His short attention span should send him running. It doesn't. Not when it comes to Barry. Please, Ollie, tell me what you're looking for and I'll do my best to help you out. I'm not finished. I'd be disappointed if you were. He follows me the extra block until he reached my car. Say hi to Kyle for me. He may be fast, but even the Flash can be in two places at once. Roy went and got it! What was it? It was a flash ring. What makes you think it's his? Only Barry was fast enough to use it. The rest of us wore our costumes underneath. He made it for me. For Ollie. Run fast. Barry. Aww. So, yeah. Then they're making it. They're on a big drive and everything. What a day! Think he'll stay like this for the rest of the ride? And do you like my new sunglasses? Man, why do you always have to make fun? Same reason you always rent convertibles in every city we go to. We can't change who we are. By the way, Wally called last night. Took him 4 seconds to go to the museum. Literally, he knows what you took. I don't care. I spoke to him, though. He said he understands. That's your business, not mine. So you think they'll invite you back in the league? No idea. What would you say if they asked? You know what's funny? You're almost the same age I was when I joined. They should be asking you to be a member. Want to stop for lunch? But then, Catman again! Dealing with a woman. And oh boy, you gotta be frippin' kidding me! He then takes out it's like on like, stay back, Queen. This thing will fry you alive. I fought Batman 4 times to a standstill. You could tell him I said that. That's right, Queen. I'm talking Batman. Now, what are you going to do about? Oh God, no! That's Warp. Bone Montin, Monsieur Blake. Ah! Now that was creepy. Well, at least we know what Monsieur Mull is having for dinner. Not really. Gail Simone will later reveal. That's the last time we see him for ages. But Simone will reveal. Nah, they just ditched him. And then he had a reawakening and recreated himself into the Catman, the buffed up Catman we would see again. But yeah, they're making their way all the way to Ferris Aircraft, and they're looking around and they're just taking a look. As they do, they're reminiscing about the old Traverse Tale where they went for a drive, and soon, the fan strange. Anyways, back to your paranoid delusional fantasies. If you want to know the truth, I think you're just afraid everyone's going to find out your real name. Oh geez, how old is this joke? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to you reading of the last will and testimony of Oliver Jonas Queen. The fan of stranger is younger than this joke. Or as I like to call him, the Wizard Shazam is younger than this joke. OJ Queen! Oh, come on. I challenge someone to get a better name. OJ Queen. With a name like that, you're in the wrong line of work. Ollie, you there? Ollie? They find the truck. And they think they should be put in a museum. They decide to get the tow kit, but we also find out in there was an emergency ring that Hal had given him. Just in case Hal ever went bad beforehand. So they decide to head on out. We then get to the last issue, and we're nearing the end of this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep. 1 second. But yeah, he has all the items. I was dead. I came back to life. This is what I'd left behind. For the past week, Roy and I crossed country and the country, searching for the final remnants of my life. After Hal died, I saw to be better. And I saw it'd be better if all this was lost or destroyed. Not anymore. Life is for living, so it's time to put this stuff to use. Dinah, it's me. Can I see you tonight? And they're back up in the same restaurant they were before in Seattle Spire. And but basically, yeah, he rented the whole place out just for a little bit of privacy. No Riddler, no Catman, no fist fights, nothing to make it exciting. Just a little bit of privacy. Does that mean the kitchen's closed as well? Oh, come on. We already did the fancy dinner. I figure it was time for something more homemade. Queen family chili, one and only. Extra spicy, ain't it always? And so, yeah, they're talking a bit more and basically like, Ollie, what are we really doing here? Excuse me. I mean, you and Roy disappear for a week. No one knows where you are, and while I'm sure it's a thrill to run back through your old haunts, well, it's not healthy, Ollie. You just stepped out of your own grave. You shouldn't be doing anything drastic. Can a guy just have dinner with his girl? And that's why you asked me here, just dinner? Got nothing else in that bag of tricks? Trick arrows are gone, Dinah. Like you said, nothing drastic. Just chilly and good company. He chickened out. Oh, that hurt. You're telling me you never even asked her? Couldn't. Wasn't right. Right? Who cares about right? That's never stopped you before. I'm serious. It's not right. You don't do it if it's not right. So yeah, they're heading out like one last thing. When it all came to collecting all my stuff, thanks for never giving me flack about why I went to Shade instead of you. So why'd you go to Shade instead of me, Roy? Don't worry, Ollie. I already got what I needed. All the running around, the searching for your stuff, even getting slammed by Grundy. It really was like the old days. Meanwhile, I should get back to Leanne. You're a good dad, Roy Harper. So are you, Ollie. So are you. Meets up with Connor, who's starting to do a bit better, asks if you want to head out. Like, I'm fine, Dad. Yeah, no, I know. So what you reading? Basically a bunch of Speedy scrapbooks. Who's the cutest Titan?
It's Dick Grayson. So
Yep. But he may ask, like, what other name should I go with? And somebody said, stick with Green Arrow. There'd be two of us. That's what I'm hoping for. He then takes a big, he even says, like, I know it's weird to find out you're sending up a full grown kid when you're, well, when you're as old as you are, but I'm really glad you found me. Trust me, Cred, the pleasure's all mine. But we find out hidden inside where his certificate was is a photo. He knew all along. He was there day one.
oh man.
He knew. They all believed it. But I didn't know I had a son. I told Hal and everyone else. They all believed it, but it didn't change the truth. You're a bastard, Ollie Queen. You knew. You always knew. And the worst part is, it's still your secret. Hal used to tease me for never having a rogues gallery, but only because my best enemy has always been myself. Even when I take my mask off, I'm still wearing another. He then writes all this down like, Dear Shade, if you're reading this, I'm dead. Again. But when you open this letter, you'll finally understand why I had to chase down my old artifacts. Even among friends, a man still needs privacy, especially on important matters. These are the things that matter to me, Shade. I never planned on sharing any with them with anyone. But now, everything you find here, give it to Connor, my son, and tell him I'm sorry. I know I should tell him myself, but no, not now. Not when everything's so good. And as I've said, you can't change who you are, especially when you're someone who doesn't change. Please watch out for them. Watch for all of them. Your friend Oliver. He then picks it back up. In case of emergency, break glass. Read the letter one more time, and he changes it to Roy, and it says, P.S. The truck is yours. Hey, Dad, you okay? Yeah, sure, I'm fine. Good. Because I was feeling a little better, Ann. Anyway, I was wondering if you still wanted to go on patrol together. Yeah, that'd be great. I was dead. I came back to life. But for the first time in a long time, I'm actually living. So, you see why I wanted that one to follow up after the Kevin Smith stuff? It kind of brings closure to it, doesn't it?
Less talking.
That too, but let's be honest though, it's also a just a lot, okay. What did you think about that story overall?
A+.
What did you like best about it?
It felt more real,
Mm-hmm.
like bigger connection to Ollie and everybody around him.
But you still
More
needed Kevin
joke.
Smith, right? But you still needed Kevin Smith's run to get here. I mean, one, to bring him back, obviously, but all the other stuff, even the stuff with Dinah, was connected into this
Yeah, of course.
from the last arc. What was your favorite of their items for them to get? The picture. I mean, talk about a twist, right? Find out that he knew this whole time.
He did so well in acting.
Yeah. But what did you think about the whole idea of the secret collecting, the secret pal instead of a porn pal?
Yeah, I loved it and it was funny.
But you understand why he went with Shade. It did make sense. Everyone's going to die. Go for an immortal.
Yeah, exactly.
But he realized the same. But as Meltzer would later describe, part of the reason why is when he died, it was at a point when he did all this, it was at a point in his life when he thought he had no one. He was at the bottom of his life when he did it. But now he realized he actually does have a full family. He still has Dinah. He has Roy. He has Connor.
Roy was such a dude bro.
He was. But remember, he was pretty much like a son to him as well. So overall, what did you think about these 21 issues overall?
A-.
So that includes Quiver.
Yes.
Because, like I said, this does feel like a long story with two writers, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does.
So, yeah, that's it for our discussion here, our three-parter. We'll see you on the next one, whenever that'll be, but take care, everybody.